R2R DACs are associated with expensive, high-end audio devices that provide a distinct sound compared to delta sigma converters. The Denafrips Enyo 15th is priced at just $700, rather low for an R2R DAC. But is this budget option a smart choice? Please leave a like on the video if you are so curious about this product. It's clear that Denafrips has paid much attention to the physical aspects of this DAC. This isn't just about how it sounds, it's about the entire experience. The first thing you will notice is the redesigned chassis. It's constructed from thick aluminum. This isn't thin metal sheet, it's substantial and incredibly solid. It's very heavy, probably in part because of the big O-core transformer. Regardless, it's dense. Nothing rattles inside, and there is no ringing when you tap it. The anodized finish comes in two colors, black and silver. Combined with a brushed surface, it gives a sleek, premium look and also provides a durable, scratch-resistant surface. You won't scratch it as easily as some super smooth, thin, painted metal surfaces. The front panel is clean and minimalist, featuring only the necessary elements. There is a standby button, some functionality controls, input selectors and a mute button, none of which have any plastic parts. As you can see, that seems to be a trend with all Denafrips electronics. They hate plastic. And not just low quality crap, they hate every type of plastic, and I love that approach. These buttons have a strong tactile feel. They are firm and responsive, with almost no wiggle or play. On the front, we also have indicator LEDs that glow in red. They are just about perfect brightness to be seen easily and not to be annoying or disturbing, even at night when it's very dark. I used to have a device in my bedroom that had blue lights so bright I had to plug it out every single time I wanted to sleep. Here you get none of that. They nailed it. Let's take a look at a seemingly small detail that makes a big difference in the overall stability and possibly even sound performance of the Enyo: the feet. It uses a 4-foot design. This is a significant improvement over some other Denafrips models, which have used a 3-foot configuration. While a tripod design can be somewhat stable, it's inherently more susceptible to rocking, and I'm not a fan of it. But here they went with 4, which of course is better for stability. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about having 3 versus 4 feet on audio devices. Each foot incorporates a silicone insert. You get some extra in the box in case you lose them, as they are friction fitted. This material is crucial for several reasons. First, it provides excellent grip. This prevents the DAC from sliding around on your shelf or stand, even if it's a slightly polished or smooth surface. This is particularly important when connecting or disconnecting cables, as you don't want the units shifting around and sliding away from you. The last important element on the bottom is the voltage selector. They make universal devices that work all around the world with just a single switch of a switch. First we have the USB input. This is probably the most common way to connect it to a computer or laptop. It supports high-resolution audio formats and is generally plug-and-play with most operating systems. Next is the coaxial input. This uses a standard RCA connector and transmits digital audio via an electrical signal. We also have the optical input, also known as Toslink. This uses light to transmit the digital signal. What's interesting though, the Enyo 15th includes an I2S input. This is a digital connection that separates the clock and data signals, resulting in potentially lower jitter and improved sound quality compared to other digital inputs. Finally, we have single-ended RCA outputs and balanced XLR outputs. Both are very high quality with those large, extended RCAs and Nutric branded XLRs. You can subscribe to my channel if you have watched this video so far. This DAC isn't just about high quality components, it's about the specific design choices that Denafrips has made. The heart of the Enyo 15th is its true balanced R2R Ladder DAC design. This is a fundamentally different approach to digital to analog conversion compared to more common delta sigma DACs. R2R DACs use a network of precisely matched resistors to convert digital signals into analog. The Enyo 15th also offers selectable oversampling, OS, and non-oversampling, NOS modes, as well as slow and sharp filter options. Oversampling increases the sampling rate of digital signals before conversion, which can help reduce aliasing artifacts. NOS mode, on the other hand, performs the conversion without oversampling, which only R2R DACs can do. It results in a more raw, warm, and direct sound. These low and sharp filters further allow you to fine-tune the sound to your preferences and system synergy. The power supply is the foundation of any audio device, and a high-quality transformer is essential for delivering clean and stable power to the sensitive circuitry. Denafrips has chosen to use a 60VA O-core transformer, and there is a good reason for that. O-core transformers have a unique shape that minimizes electromagnetic interference and electromagnetic fields. This is crucial in audio equipment because these types of interference can introduce unwanted noise into the audio signal. As this is the 15th anniversary edition, Denafrips has also implemented several key upgrades, including a fuse upgrade, circuit optimization, and the use of upgraded decoupling and custom capacitors. The Enyo 15th uses a true balanced 24-bit R2R DAC, and it has extra 6 bits just for DSD processing. This ladder uses low thermal effect, high precision, hand-matched 0.01% tolerance resistors. That's crucial for the accuracy and linearity of R2R conversion process. In terms of the digital format support, it can handle everything, from DSD 1024 up to PCM 1.5 MHz. It does it specifically through the I2S and USB inputs. It means that you can use the NOS mode and have lots of fun with upsampling your files using HQ Player. The analog outputs offer 2 volts RMS on RCA and 4 volts RMS on the XLR. Finally, we have some key performance metrics: a signal-to-noise ratio of 115 decibels, a dynamic range that is greater than 119 decibels, and a stereo crosstalk of -124 decibels. It's not a measurement monster, but for a budget R2R DAC, it does amazing. Now for the most important part. How does it sound? If it's so well built, so good measuring, and so cheap, it must sound trash, right? But no, this is where the magic happens. And I have to say, I'm absolutely in love with this DAC. It's truly a special listening experience. From the very first notes, what strikes you is the naturalness and the musicality of the sound. It doesn't sound digital or sterile, instead it presents music with a sense of warmth, texture, and realism that's incredibly engaging. It's almost like the musicians are right there in the room with you. Let's start with the bass, as that's what it truly shines at. If I had to pick one favorite thing about it, it would be just that. The Enyo delivers bass with a remarkable extension and control. It digs deep, reaching down to the sub-frequency rumbles with authority. You can feel the bass, not just hear it. But it's not just about quantity, it's about quality. The bass is tight, defined, and textured, with very little bloat and no muddiness. It provides a solid foundation for the music without overpowering other frequencies. It's not as clean as some other gear, but some like it dirty and rough. Even I do. The midrange, where most vocals and instruments reside, is simply stunning. Vocals sound incredibly natural and lifelike, with a palpable sense of presence and emotion. Instruments like guitars, pianos, and saxophones have a rich, organic tone that's incredibly pleasing to the ear. There is a level of detail and nuance in the midrange that I haven't heard from many other R2R DACs. However, some Sigma Delta constructions can exceed it. The soundstage is another area where the Enyo 15th excels. It creates a wide and spacious soundstage extending well beyond the boundaries of the speakers. Instruments are placed precisely within the soundstage, with a clear sense of separation and air between them. This creates a truly immersive and three-dimensional experience. And that's the real deal. Having a resistor ladder rather than some tiny chip helps a ton. I would go as far as to say that you can't have good depth and seriously good width on any chip-based electronics. It truly adds another layer of depth and dimensionality to the music. While it's rather shallow, it's not 2D. It's a DAC that connects you with the music on an emotional level. It's not just about technicalities, it's about the feeling, the emotion, the connection. It's a DAC that I can listen to for hours on end without fatigue, simply lost in the music. So the big question, is the Denafrips Enyo 15th worth it? In my opinion, absolutely. For my system and my personal preferences, I would choose the Enyo 15th over any Sigma Delta DAC any day of the week.